I'm Dr. Oz. Folks are always asking about my routines. Well, I've got one in the evening. I'm going to have my friend, celebrity trainer Joel Harper, share it with you. I do it all the time.
We call it the PM workout. Well, let's get started. We're going to do a little bit of yo-yo. It's great to line your spine back up. He's got a straight line from the top of head, and he's just yo-yoing all the way around. Really breathe, deep breaths. Now we're going to do a little bit of one-arm reach. It's great to lengthen your spine, really elongate it. Mehmet, put your hand on your waist there. There you go. You get a little bit more pressure. And switch sides. There you go. He's trying to get the longest distance from this fingertip all the way down to the bottom. Now you can do two arms by interweaving them all the way together and reaching all the way over. Really breathe. Relax your forehead. Get your hands a little bit further back. Pull your stomach in. And switch sides. Details count on every one of these. You want to make sure you have proper form. Now we're going to do some elbow circles. There you go. Mehmet, try to get your elbows a little bit closer together, all the way. Try to tap them in the front. There you go, a little bit more. We really want to open them up. And switch directions. Keep breathing, deep breaths. Come on, get those elbows together. You got to watch him, you know. Tries to cheat on me.
I'm just trying to breathe.
Good job. Now let's do a forehead drop. Now he's just using his arms. He's not pulling down. He's just using the weight of his arms to drop his chin. And he's breathing all the way into this area. If you work at a computer a lot all day long, you really want to open up your shoulder blades. And breathe, deep breaths. Really breathe. Now he's going to slowly roll all the way down. He's going to put his hands on his legs and drop all the way down, just in case your lower back's tighter than you thought it was. Now you're really going to breathe and disconnect. Act like your head weighs 500 pounds. It's elongating your spine. Really breathe, Mehmet. Deep breaths. And walk to the other side. Really disconnect your head. You want to make sure your hands are on either side of your foot. You don't want to favor one or the other. You want to make sure you're balancing your body back up. Now he's going to stretch his feet out. Everybody I know has tight feet, and nobody stretches them out. That's why I make all my clients stretch their feet out. It feels great. See how his heels are right over his toes. That's what you want. Yeah, it feels really good. Good job. Now he's going to work his forearms out, because everybody I know works on a BlackBerry, works on their computer, so you want to open off this area, especially if you have tennis elbow or if you have any kind of carpal tunnel syndrome. This stretch is great for you. What he's doing, it's a crank pose. He makes sure his middle finger is pointing directly towards his knees, and his elbows have a little bit of a bend in them. You don't want to lock them out, because you want to stretch your muscles out, and we don't want to do any damage on your joints. You really want to breathe. Now drop your head, really relax your neck. Now, if he wants to go deeper, which I think this is pretty tight for him, all he'd do is walk his knees back inch by inch until you got more of a stretch. Keep breathing, deep breaths. Now we want to open up that chest. We want to do the exact opposite. Really breathe. Deep breaths. Put your hands behind your head and lift your chin and look all the way up. But if you want a little bit of a variation of this, you could take your hands, you could interweave them behind your tailbone, and you could lift up this way. So do every other. It works good. Really breathe. Deep breaths all the way into this area. And release. Now do some shoulder rolls. You want full range of movement. I get all my clients to do shoulder rolls. Some of them think they're silly, but they really, really work, especially if you sleep on one side of your body all night long. That's why I make you do this next stretch. It's called chicken wing. Bring your hand around like that, really breathe. So now he's grabbing his elbow, he's pulling it all the way towards his belly button, and he's just breathing. You want to go to where it feels good. It's a really good stretch also to do on an airplane. It's really, really good if you feel yourself starting to tighten up. And switch sides. Really breathe. Your hand's a little too high. Walk it right down there. If this is too hard for you, all you do is you bring your hand behind your back and then reach around. As soon as it gets easier, you just creep it around to your side and breathe. Deep breaths. Feels good, doesn't it? Now we're going to rock. We want to massage that back open. I love this. Yep, get your hands underneath your legs. There you go. And just rock. You want to get those kinks out of your spine. Really breathe. Now all he's doing is straightening his legs and bending them. Straightening and bending. Each time his back gets a little more round. Really breathe. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Keep going. Really breathe. Relax your forehead. Let's go. Give me two more. And slowly float down to the mat and go into thread the needle. You got to open up those hips. You cannot go one day of your life without stretching your hips out. I make everybody stretch their hips out. Why is that? Because if you have lower back tension, you need to stretch your hips out, because your lower back is pulling all the time on your hips. And if your hips are tight, your lower back is going to be tight. So if you have lower back tension, Do a hip stretch to open those hips out, which will free your lower back up. And switch, really breathe. Elongate your spine, drop your head, pull that knee all the way in, and really breathe. Feels good, doesn't it? This is great to do in the bed in the morning. Right when you wake up, do this stretch. And now he's going to do a little bit of a bridge. He's going to put his hands all the way down, interweave them all the way together, act like you have a string on your tailbone, and lift that up inch by inch. Go to where it feels comfortable. Keep your face completely relaxed and close your eyes. It's great to let the blood flow into your head. Really breathe. Relax your toes. Yeah, if you want a little bit more of a shoulder stretch, see how his hands are floating? You want to press those hands back down to the mat. Feel how that increases it a little bit? Deep breaths. Let that blood flow into your head. And float back down to the mat. Bring your hands all the way up. Turn your palms up. And just melt into the mat. Deep breaths. You want to scan your body. Wherever you feel tension, get it out of there. You have no reason for it. And breathe. And enjoy.
Ready for bed now. It's a PM workout. Thanks, Joel.
99.